Hey guys, this is Andrew Keene from KeeneOnTheMarket.com. This is your S&P Euro and Oil video recap. I'm going to actually throw Apple into the mix too as well for 8/27/2012. First thing I want to look at is S&P 500 futures, otherwise known as the SPOOs. So what happened today? And I talked about this in the live trading room today, that we got down to the 1387 quarter level, got as high as 1424.75. So a 38-point move over the course of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 17 trading days. So that takes us about a whole month of trading. 35 handle range. That is unbelievable. Today we had the lowest option volume of the year, and that's taking into consideration that Apple rallied pretty hard. So this is, kind of times and days I want to sit on the sideline and not play too much. I haven't been as active as I have been in the past. Let's look at that minis. I look at a couple things on the minis. I look at the 12 and I look at the 5. So let me bring up the minis here and my time period. So we opened up this morning at this, we opened up at 1412.5, saw a little bit of selling pressure, and I was talking about in the trading room as well that, down here, all these overlapping bars, the higher low most likely will be in. We actually took out the low of the day at the end of the day. 1407.25 looked like the low of the day. We rallied up until the European close. Right on the European close, we actually had the high of the day. High of the day, 1414.5, a little bit of selling pressure. Low of the day, 1407. 80% of the times we have the high or low within the first hour. Today we did not have either. So this was a 20% of the time. So, maybe in the next 4 out of 4 days we'll have the high or low within the first hour. So very, very tight range. Key levels I'm going to look at, 1407. Also the low from Friday, 1396. Today's high, 14.5, and then we have to contest with 14.24.75. So these are all key levels. What I do in oil today? Nothing. I was on the sidelines. And, my goal, like I talk about all the time, is not to make the most amount of trades possible. It's try to make the most amount of money possible. So when I look at this, we actually had a technical buy set up here. So let me look at this on the 27th. We opened up this morning at 95.22, sold off a little bit. A lot of overlapping bars. Got into the cloud here. The technical buy setup of 95.47. I would have had a risk to 94, probably 80. So I would have had a risk about 67 cents to make 67 cents. I didn't think there was enough time left in the day. This happened at 1 o'clock. In oil, we did close at the high of the day. One more thing I want to look at. Euro. And I look at Euro on the 240 on the Globex session. So Euro 125 even. We broke the cloud here. Technical buy setup. I didn't take it because we had all these traps. Trap. This one finally worked. Yes, one finally did work. So we had technical buy setup here, 123.60. I continue to be short the Euro. I shorted at 126.30. It's not a big position, but I am short the Euro. One last thing I want to look at for the day is Apple. I'm going to look at Apple, a couple things. Daily, and now you want to look at the 5. So a gap higher today. We gapped up higher. We tested the new all-time high, 680.87. So very, very simple strategy. And I was talking about this in a couple of shows. If I wanted to get long Apple, I would put my stop at this 649 level. If I wanted to be shorted, I put my stop above 676. So Apple gapped higher to $681. How did it look today? How was the pressure? How was the momentum? The momentum was actually to the downside. So we opened up this morning, and let me make sure I'm on the right interval. So Apple gapped higher, huge tails here and here. I think a short anywhere here on a 5 or even here would have been fine. Stop above the high of the day. I did short Apple twice. I shorted Apple right on the close of this bar, and I got stopped for a 3-point loser. And then I actually shorted Apple at 677.87, and I took profits lower. Apple sold off and almost got to the low of the day. I covered my last piece at 674.21. So pretty much a small winner for Apple today. I did take 2 shorts in Apple today. This is Andrew Keene from KeeneOnTheMarket.com. If you want a free trial to our live trading room for equity options, futures, forex, and equities, you can email sales at KeeneOnTheMarket.com or Greg at KeeneOnTheMarket.com. Going to be playing Apple a lot more. So if you guys like playing Apple, because I know there's a lot of Apple traders out there, you got to get in the live trading room. Thanks, guys, and we'll run it back tomorrow.